Hello everybody, it's story time with KR47.
Yeah!
Guaranteed to make you gay.
Yeah. And in this book, we're going to be reading Masters of the Universe.
The Magic Mirrors.
Because apparently we're already gay.
Yeah.
We're totally gay.
I'm giving Pete a handy right now.
Yeah. The Magic Mirrors by Jack C. Harris, illustrated by Fred Carrillo.
I wonder if, when you put your name on this piece of shit, if 40 years later you're embarrassed or you're reaping benefits.
I don't know.
I don't know if I'd want this on my resume. I wrote
Let's
an
go.
E-Man book.
4 years.
Okay, who the fuck starts a book with a battle scene? These are 4-year-old and 5-year-old children. Did Michael Bay write this book? No, you need some fucking story and some syntax first, right?
There's explosions.
Oh,
There's explosions
Man at
happening.
Arms.
There's explosions happening everywhere.
Man at Arms will be playing the part of Tarzan in this book.
4 years, the evil warrior, under the leadership of Skeletor, waged war upon the heroic warriors who defended the Palace of Eternia.
And Tila enters battle by thrusting her chest out at her enemies.
It's hard to not go chest first when you're wearing a fucking metal halter top.
I know.
For God's sakes.
And Skeletor's minions have always had a hard time talking to women, so...
Yes, they have. On one terrible, mysterious day, the evil warriors combined their wicked powers for an all-out attack on the heroes at the base of the dark, enchanted mountain.
And Beastman apparently started off the battle by falling off of a cliff.
So they used all their combined powers. You mean one giant lizardy tail and somebody's awful claws.
Yeah. He-Man,
He's named Clawful.
yeah, He-Man, champion of Eternia, directed his friends at Man-at-Arms, Ram-Man, Fisto,
Ram Man?
yes.
Ram Man.
They
Isn't that like the gay club down on 5th?
I think so. Fisto and Tila in defending themselves
Fisto
against...
and Ram Man are in the same book.
and defending themselves against Whiplash.
I'm not sure if Clawful is a lawful lobster or an awful one.
Cobra
Do you see
Ka.
a fucking briefcase in the book, in the picture, Dan?
No.
Is there a briefcase? Does he have, some escrow writs anywhere?
I don't
No, he's a fucking awful lobster man.
Yeah.
Lawful.
Cobra
I
Khan,
hate you.
Trapjaw, and Beastman. The battle was not going well for the gallant heroes.
It looks like they're kicking the shit out of him. How is it not going well? One guy's falling off the fucking... What is it? It's a cliff.
Yeah.
Already.
And Skeletor's guys have guns.
I see
And
3 dudes getting the shit kicked out of them. How
One-
are they not winning?
They have a sword, a metal fist, another sword, and a mace held by a guy who's swinging on a vine.
The metal-titted broad has a couple of swords.
Oh, yeah.
It
yeah.
looks like.
I guess if you have giant boobs and 2 swords, you're pretty formidable.
I'm in.
He-Man's mighty muscles strained against Clawful's powerful claws.
He-Man's mighty muscles.
I didn't write this.
I mean, they're drawing the mighty muscles. They have to also reiterate that he has mighty muscles.
But the hero's clever mind was devised a new battle plan. Fisto! He called under the din of battle. Use your super fist and smash the ground which these villains stand.
I would have thought that he would be fisting them. He has a giant fist, and his name is Fisto. He's gonna put that fist in somebody's butt.
Do you ever notice nobody ever goes, "Hey, Fisto"? It's always Fisto!
Yeah.
No one ever whispers quietly for Fisto to
Yeah.
come.
Fisto quickly delivered a crashing blow to the cliffside. Following He-Man's lead, the heroic warriors stepped back as the cliff fell, and unsuspecting villains were trapped. After the battle was suddenly over,
How nice of them to all just gather there at the bottom of the cliff for Fisto to bury them. That's awful considerate.
Yeah.
If you can defeat all of your arch enemies with one move from a guy named after fisting, your enemies fucking blow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright? They're not quite arch enemies. They're more like half-circle enemies.
Meanwhile, inside haunted Snake Mountain, the evil Skeletor was filled with anger and rage.
I've had enough of failure.
He screamed as his beautiful but evil follower, Evelyn.
Who had gallstones, judging by her yellow complexion. I'll teach those wretches a lesson, and let them find their own way back to Snake Mountain. Come,
The skull-faced leader commanded.
we have other business at the Enchanted Mountain.
Now, actually, Evelyn probably has some sort of jaundice if she's got yellow skin like that, don't you think?
Yeah.
What if she's Asian?
Oh, yeah, she could be Asian. You're right. What's with this ram's head on top of his,
I don't know. Why does a skeleton with a ram's head staff live at Snake Mountain?
I don't know.
Shouldn't it be fucking, Skullface Cliffs or...
Castle.
I like
How about
Skullfoot.
even Blue Skin fucking Valley? Just not Snake Mountain. That's gay. It doesn't make any sense.
And apparently Clawful is bending over to be fisted by Fisto in that picture. We shall take the Roton.
Said Skeletor as he and Evil Lyn race for the flying vehicle.
With it, we can cut through the rocky walls that hide the dwelling of Mota the Wizard.
Evil Lyn called shotgun.
Yes, she did. Evil Lyn had heard the names Mota whispered in legend of I can't read. Jesus
Mystery
Christ.
and magic mirrors.
Yeah.
Alliteration is Pete's worst enemy.
Yes, it is. Only a few minutes later, He-Man and his friends were surprised to see the fiendish enemy flying overhead. You can do that one too, Dan.
It's Skeletor and Evil Lyn.
Said He-Man.
Why are they sound just like your dad?
But why are they digging into the mountainside instead of attacking us?
Maybe they're mining.
Yeah, I'm
Looking
like,
for some nice gold ore.
yeah,
Maybe
jewels.
they're walking the straight and narrow, and they've changed their evil Castle Grayskull
Why does fucking
attacking ways.
He-Man always assume the blue guys? By the way, can we say the only guy of color is the bad guy, right? We all
Yeah.
notice this?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and some blonde-haired,
Bullshit.
blue-eyed, Aryan fucking racist
Douchebag.
as if you're judging them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget his California tan and his supple, sweet thighs.
For hundreds of years, the old wizard Mota has guarded the magic mirrors inside the Enchanted Mountain. He had watched...
Hundreds of years?
Probably, it looks like at least 50, from what he looks like. He had watched over the cavern entrance to make sure no one entered, but the vile Skeletor fooled him by making an entrance of his own.
Skeletor!
That's really his voice?
Yeah.
That's his voice?
Yeah.
Here's what I think his voice should be. Skeletor! Like more
I think
girly
that's
and
more of a
nasally.
Prince Adam voice.
Well, how about Skeletor?
Alright.
Skeletor!
Alright, you're that guy.
Alright, I will do Skeletor.
You're helpless against my power.
Gloated Skeletor.
Now I shall use your mirrors to turn the recent defeat into victory.
But the wizard gestured magically towards the mirrors that line the walls in his cavern. You are wrong, the evil one, his voice rang. Behold, these are the images of the champions who shall defeat you. My great magic predicts this.
Why does he have life-size posters of each of them in his bedroom?
Well,
He is a huge fan
Wow.
of the heroic warriors, as they're called, or, as I call them, douchebags of Eternia.
I just think it's funny that he gestured magically, like
I was wondering how you gesture magically.
yeah.
I
but-
imagine it's something like jazz hands.
yeah, something.
Jazz hands, but sparklier. Like, you
Yeah.
have jazz hands, but confetti flies out.
Yeah.
It's like, don't go over there! Smoke billows from your fingertips.
Fool!
Shouted Skeletor.
You played right into my hands. I have studied old magic books, and I have learned spells using your mirrors that even you do not know. All I needed you to do was start up their power. You have done that, and now I can act. I went to
wouldn't say
I went to Juilliard.
Yeah. I'd say he's more of a two-bit hack than an actor. But you know what? To each his own. Maybe he just gets typecast. I don't know.
A blinding flash of energy lashed
Blinding.
forth. I can't read, you know that. A blinding flash of energy lashed forth from the Havoc staff. Evelyn and Mota were stunned as Skeletor stepped right into the glowing glass of the magic mirror.
There's three things wrong with that. Number one, Havoc staff should be that giant black dildo at the porn shop.
Uh-huh.
Number
Yeah.
two, he stepped into a mirror.
Yeah. I think you mentioned that.
And, like, into it.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is like an aha video now, where you
Yeah.
move into objects and back and forth.
Take on me.
Take on me.
I'm done with this page.
Outside, He-Man was giving orders.
And taking ass.
We must learn what Skeletor and Evil Lyn are doing inside the mountain.
Nosy motherfucker.
I think I can sort of infer what they're doing. Let's regroup and our forces and let's regroup our forces and ascend the cliffs. Call Fisto to join
Man
us.
has a terrible stutter. In case
Yeah.
you kids didn't know that.
Yeah.
Call Fisto to join us too. We shall need his strength and power.
Because he's got a lot of it.
He does.
In
Well,
the bedroom.
He's fit in the bedroom. That's what we went with.
Yeah,
We went with
yeah.
the fortune cookie joke.
Yeah.
That's what we did.
Yeah, I
Find
did.
out. This Fisto!
Said Ram Man.
Down among boulders! Come on, you man, we gotta learn what the evil skeletons up inside the mountain. That's what Brandman sounds like. Are you sure that's wise, He-Man?
Fisto asked.
We've just won a terrible battle. Maybe it is time to return to the Palace of Eternia.
Why is
He's man in arms.
Why is He-Man gazing longingly at Fisto, who is approaching from behind?
Have you seen that beard?
I.
That beard will make you gaze longingly into his cold black eyes. You fall in love with his giant metal hand.
You're right.
It's happening to all of us.
No.
I am rock hard right now.
And why was Fisto so far behind, anyways?
Well, you gotta lug that giant metal fucking hand around. It's fucking. I assume it's very heavy.
Yeah, me too.
He's usually lagging behind. Look at the next picture. He's lagging behind again.
Yeah. What is it I hear? Said Man-at-Arms with a laugh, kidding to his friends.
Worst name of any cartoon character, by the way. Man-at-Arms.
He's got 2 of them.
Kids aren't gonna get it.
I don't get it. I still don't
It's
get
got 2 hyphens.
Yeah.
That's a bad name.
It sounds as if the mighty Fisto was afraid to fight another battle. Ha ha ha.
Wow. What a
Does he call Fisto a pussy? Because Fisto will run wild all over his fucking ass with, guess what? His giant metal fucking head! Afraid?
Said Fisto.
I'm always ready to face the fiend skeleton. I don't think this voice is holding up. This strong vine I pulled off the cliff will speed that climb. Watch!
Fisto hurled his vine lasso up the side of the mountain, where it snared on an outcropping of the rock.
That's a very good throw, I gotta say. From I'd
Yeah.
say a good 60 yards down.
Yeah, he's probably like part cowboy with
I
like.
know. Have you ever tried to make a lasso out of a vine?
Yeah,
It's hard as balls.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
Come!
Said Fisto.
This vine should be strong enough to hold us all.
And they all go up at once.
First of all, what vine, like what tree is that made out of?
Yeah, there aren't any. There's no vegetation there. It's like a desolate wasteland.
Of course.
Yeah.
Where are they pulling these jungle vines
So
out
you
of?
pair rock cliff face and that vine.
But yeah, the first rule of rock climbing is everyone climbs
At
together.
the exact same time. This way in case one person
Yeah,
falls.
with some flimsy, untested vine.
Yeah, of course.
We all fall.
And look at them. They're all like muscular. How much do you think they all weigh? Minus the metal
minus-
fists and other.
and Ram Man.
He-Man is a stunning 6'5", 265. Easy.
Wow.
Yeah.
And he's wearing a 42-pound chest plate armor.
Yeah.
And Fisto's hand alone weighs 3 kilos. So,
Yeah, that vine will hold.
yeah, it should hold.
As the heroes scaled the mountain, disaster suddenly befell them.
Look out!
Cried He-Man.
The vine is broken.
He-Man is a giant pussy in this page.
Why is fire shooting out of the vine?
Why is Ram Man at the bottom?
Well, 2 things, Dan. One, this is a Michael Bay comic, so there's going to be explosions.
There gotta be explosions even when, like, vegetation snaps.
Yeah.
And apparently Fisto, with his velvet purple boots, was the only one to make it to the
Oh,
top.
Velvet has excellent grip
Yeah.
on
On rock. Yeah, Ram Man should probably just let go because he's like the anchor at the end of an anchor.
It's still, I think it was bad form to all go at the same time.
Yeah.
We could say we're smarter than He-Man and the Masters of the Douche universe.
Yeah.
He's known for his brawn, not his brains.
This is true.
Faster than anyone's eye could follow, He-Man drew his power sword and plunged it into the solid rock face of the mountain.
So
Wow.
where did we get that illustration from? It was faster than any eye could follow. Did the drawer just
Well, yeah,
assume it over
Deus Ex Machina. You know what I mean? You know what that is?
The god comes
It's a Latin.
and saves us.
Whatever. It's
God
like
is in the machines, isn't it?
it's like one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something like it's one of them terms that like, they'll just write up.
My sword will hold us up.
He said.
Everyone climb over me. There are enough handholds and footholds in the rocks so that you can reach the ledge above Fisto.
Only He-Man's mighty strength could hold us all with a single hand.
Exclaimed Tila.
Tequila. But why did Fisto's rock so easily? I can't read those words. Why did Fisto's vine break so suddenly?
Oh Lord.
Went somewhere from a whore to an aging southern whore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't mind.
I like it. When the heroes gathered on the ledge above, Fisto apologized quickly.
I am so sorry.
He said,
I could have sworn I had selected the strongest vine. That could turn the He-Man is blessed with super strength.
wow, it sounds like he really wants to make love to E-Man.
Well, I think I'm giving him the subtle hints that I am reading into this.
Yeah,
book
yeah, just looking at the
about
book.
wanting to hook up with He-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He does kind of look like a high school drama teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He-Man was thoughtful as they continued their climb.
Fisto seems to be acting strangely. I hope he was not injured in the battle and is keeping it from us.
Then, as the champions quickened their pace, Fisto's hand grabbed a loose rock. Crunch! I don't know if that's
Crunch?
Yeah, I don't. It says crunch. I figured I'd read crunch.
Yeah, I guess that's what we're supposed to do, I guess.
Yeah, or I
that's
can
cool.
go crunch.
Can we run out in the backyard, grab a couple sticks, and break them in front of the mic? Hold on, I'll be right back. Look out below!
Cried.
Fisto cried.
Oh, should we do it like you're crying? Should we do it like you're crying?
This loose rock Fisto doesn't cry. He just gets one lone tear that slides down his cheek sexily as you stare into his deep, cold black eyes.
Wow. I am rock hard.
Also,
right
the loose rock has started an avalanche.
Uh-oh.
I
Wait
think
a minute,
8 small rocks isn't quite an avalanche.
Yeah,
right?
but wait a minute. Isn't an avalanche more with ice?
I don't think the guy who wrote this book, Mr. Jack C. Harris, knows shit about rocks and avalanches.
Yeah. Or vines.
Jack C. Harris, if you're out there, suck my balls.
Yeah, Jaxie Harris.
C stands for cum face. Crash.
Wham!
Crunch!
From everywhere, the rain of rocks and boulders fell on the luckless heroes, but they used their powers to deflect avalanche from their path.
So they just like, while climbing a cliff, just punch the shit out of rocks that are falling at them.
Yeah, and then where did Ram Man get that axe? And then he just break him with his head.
Well, yeah, where does he put it when he's not holding it? Because he was distinctly not holding it the last few panels.
Yeah.
I think he put it under his dress.
Maybe.
Whoa!
He's a kilt.
Well,
there.
Red Man's got a dress on?
He's got
Yeah.
like a half a metal
Holy
kilt.
shit, he does!
Yeah. And Dan, I think you were asking
Oh, he was
earlier.
one of my favorite guys.
Why do they need Fisto if He-Man can just punch the rocks like that? I don't
Yeah,
know.
with his fist, without a giant iron hand.
Yeah.
Or maybe Fisto could punch like the moon.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
In mere seconds, the rock slide was done with as the heroes gathered on a wide ledge,
Luck is not with us today.
declared Fisto. Suddenly, Tila
Tequila.
cried out,
Look!
and the heroes all turned to face the mountain.
The heroes should also all turn to face Tila because those tits are rocking out right now.
Yeah.
They're like,
Look at 'em.
they're like,
And you know,
Well-
being in that like contraption makes them perfectly round.
And, Man at Arms has a really big gay Jeff Foxworthy mustache. And I think, is he her father?
yeah.
I think
Okay,
so.
so he
like,
has an excuse.
Yeah. I mean, he would only like feel her up. He wouldn't like nail her.
In front of them lay a huge cavern entrance.
We must enter,
He-Man said in a hushed voice.
for inside this cave, Skeletor is planning some new evil.
But before they could take a single step forward, a familiar figure stepped from the cavern shadows,
He-Man,
said Skeletor.
I want to help you. I'm charitable today.
Help us! Don't trust me, man. It's some kind of evil trickery.
I know.
Look into my eyes and believe me. Feel my biceps. Feel the sweat glistening off my upper brow. He-Man, don't trust him.
Fisto didn't let Skeletor say another word. He slammed his fist against the cavern wall.
There.
Fisto's voice echoed throughout the cave. Throughout the cave.
These rocks will hold the villain until we can learn the secret of the... What is excrement?
Enchantment
Mountain.
And you know what? Fisto just fucking went at him, man. He just, yeah.
Fisto doesn't take shit.
No, he
fucking
doesn't.
leaps into action.
Yeah.
And hang back like those pussies, He-Man.
Yeah.
As the heroes ventured deeper into the cave, Evelyn and Malta, the wizard, heard them approach.
It must be Skeletor returning!
Thought Evelyn.
Maybe now he'll revel his plan!
Reveal.
Reveal. Whatever.
Look at
Evelyn's
her.
stupid.
She can't read.
She can't read either.
Can't talk or read or anything. Then, without warning, the heroes charge into the huge cavern room.
It's Evelyn!
Screamed Tila.
Leave it to me.
Look, they're about to fight a lady and an old man. How fucking unfair is that?
Actually, it seems like Tila wants to fight Evelyn, so it's going to be 4-on-1, the old man.
Yeah.
Those 4 strong, buff, young, glistening men are going to beat the shit out of the old wizard.
Yeah,
While two hot ladies tear each other's clothes off.
Yeah,
They're
we're gonna
get
have
it on.
In a
Yeah, we're-
ferocious cat fight.
With a lightning fast movement, Tila knocked Evelyn's staff from her hand.
Now we can team just... Oh, wait, what? Now we can learn just what she and Skeletor were doing here.
Cat on cat
Action.
action, yeah.
Lesbians.
Yes. With Evelyn safely in
Sexily.
with Evelyn safely in Tila's grasp.
Thank you.
The wizard approached He-Man. So you have evaded Skeletor's evil, he said. He used my magic mirrors to work a foul scheme against you. Magic mirrors, said Man-at-Arms. Then you must be the legendary wizard Malta. You really do exist.
Yes,
He-Man assured the wizard.
we have trapped Skeletor in the cavern entrance.
But Malta shook his head. Not so. He used my mirrors to steal the reflection of one of your heroes. And even now, he appears as one of you.
That's what the mirror did?
Yeah, it didn't like magically pencil them into a woman's dreams
No.
when he sang that song.
This is crap.
Yeah, well, look at this guy. Look at how long his fingernails are.
He's got some pimp
Ew.
rings on there.
Yeah. And his rings are the same color of his hands. It's gross.
Yeah.
Why would you wear jewelry flesh toned? It's just weird. Could have gold in eternity or sterling silver.
Jeez.
Black onyx.
The heroes were shocked by Mota's words. Tila spoke for all of them.
You mean one of us is Skeletor? Which one?
The answer is simple. Fisto, with his giant anus-ramming fist. That's why his parents named him Fisto.
Sounds like a fitting name, though. You don't want to be Carl Jr. with a giant fist.
You
That's
know
weird.
what? Here's my theory. Fisto, he was born with a tiny, let's say, left hand.
Okay.
So what they did to compensate for his tiny hand was they gave him a giant metal fist that he had to wear forever and ever.
He's been lugging that thing around since he was a baby?
I think so.
He could live in it as a baby. With those fingers.
The one they saw as Fisto proclaimed his innocence.
But you all know me. Don't listen to this old man.
He protested.
He's in leagues with Skeletor.
He-Man, however, stood firm. He said,
The old man speaks the truth.
and then he told Ram-Man
Yeah.
to free the one that they thought was Skeletor.
Ramhead should have way more lines.
Yeah, I think so.
Why is this all... Why is the pressure on him?
I don't know, because he's Ram-Man and he's got spring legs and...
Because he can handle it.
A few minutes later, Ram-Man returned. The one who appeared to be Skeletor was glad to be free again, but he had a troubling question.
You have learned the truth. I am Fisto.
Wait, is that...
Yeah. Yeah, Dan.
I thought that's Fisto.
Yeah, Dan.
You have learned the truth. I am Fisto.
Yeah, Fisto's in Skeletor's body. 'cause
Yeah,
they
come
walked in
on,
the magic
Dan.
mirror.
Dan.
How can you not follow the story? This book
Dan.
is written for 8-year-olds.
All right, let's do this again.
No! I want humiliation to live forever on the internet.
Alright. You have learned the truth. I am Fisto. But how do I get back to my own body?
See, if you just read the next line, you would have solved your own problem.
He-Man
No,
was
you
already...
saw Fisto and had to stop.
Yes, as soon as you... What is your...
But, alright.
Alright. He-Man was already taking action.
There's only one way.
He explained.
We must destroy the magic that caused the change.
He-Man continued. Even as the glass shattered, Fisto and Skeletor returned to their rightful appearances.
See, Dan, it was like a Freaky Friday thing.
Yeah, Fisto was kind of like Skeletor's mom, and then Skeletor became like Fisto's daughter or
Yeah,
something.
she wanted to go out on Friday nights and things.
Yeah.
And learn how to swear and drink wine.
Now I understand.
Now, back in his own body, Skeletor waved his Havoc staff and gloated.
Failed again. But now that I have my own magic back, I can escape with Evil Lyn to Snake Mountain. My magic is based on escaping, because I'm a fag.
Yeah,
Yeah,
apparently
but-
he's just a coward.
Yeah. He and Evelyn faded from sight and gasped. Skeletor made one last threat.
You haven't seen the last of me, He-Man.
That's what they always say. Tell us, He-Man,
Tila pleaded.
how did you know Fisto was the imposter?
Easy.
He-Man smiled knowingly.
Fisto reluctant to do battle, and then those suspicious accidents threatened all of us, but curiously, not him.
I just want to go back a second to Skeletor and Tila. And Evelyn. You think they're escaping together? Bang later.
Oh, she's definitely his bang maid, yeah.
Oh yeah, okay.
He's definitely gonna get boned. Wink, wink.
Ha! I get skull jokes! Yeah! Hey guys, you think he's gonna go... You think she's gonna give him skull later tonight? Yeah. Then she could polish his Havoc staff.
Next page.
But the final clue came when Moda told us that Skeletor had stolen one of our mirror reflections.
Explain He-Man.
Reflections are reversed images. The real Fisto's super fist is his right hand. Skeletor's mirror disguise had a super left fist.
Fisto gazed at the many reflections of He-Man. And the
So wait a minute. He-Man guessed, by the way, after the clue that Skeletor was reflection, which is really not a clue. That's the fucking answer. Okay, He-Man, you asshole. Secondly, if you had taken the time to look at Fisto anywhere but his glistening pecs, you would have noticed his left hand was the weird one. 8 fucking travesties ago.
Yeah, why he could have stopped this whole.
He could have not fallen down a cliff, not had to punch rocks for a living.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't punch rocks for a living, what's he gonna do?
He-Man is a bad.
He'll be out of a job, so he wanted to stab it. I think this is a conspiracy.
I'm in.
Yeah.
All right, what's the end?
Fisto gazed at the many reflections of He-Man. See, because they're in love.
Hell yeah, they
In
are.
the shattered glass mirror fragments. Everyone laughed when he said,
Observe, my friends, no matter how you look at He-Man, he is still the mightiest master of the universe.
So, I guess if you're used to having a giant fist inside your butt, you're gonna know which fist that is.
"Oh yeah,
Yeah. Because you're going to know which of the other hand reaches around to give you that fucking tug down.
Yeah.
oh yeah, totally."
You know?
So this has been KR47's
We're not gonna read
interpretation.
the back cover, I guess.
This?
Oh, never mind. It's an advertisement. It's more like crappy books.
Yeah. Anyways, this has been KR47's interpretation of Masters of the Universe, the magic
magic mirrors.
mirrors.
Those mirrors were very stupid.